What is going on, everybody? I am Brandon, aka The Frustrated Gamer, and in today's video I am playing the Stanley Parable. So I've seen it online a few times. I know it's a mind-bending, head-twisting, Inception-based game. And if it's half as confusing as my description of the game, I'm going to be in for a real crazy adventure. So this is going to be a multi-part game. I don't know how many parts. We'll see how long it takes me to play. But from what I've gathered, there's going to be a narrator. I'm going to be kind of walking around and he gives me clues where to go. Sometimes he's going to give me good clues. Sometimes he's not going to give me good clues. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to begin the game. Just a little detail. It's kind of cool. If you look in the computer, on the screen, you could see my mouse on the computer. And then you could see it in that computer, and in that computer, and in that computer. Just a cool little tidbit. So this game is, I downloaded it from Steam, and it was pretty quick. I think it took about 3 minutes to download. It's a beautiful looking game, nice picture.
This is the story of a man.
Let's listen to this guy.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee
Okay.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
It sounds like what I do for a job.
This is what employee 427
I don't have my own office,
every
though.
day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning,
I like how he's got
Stanley
one hand.
cherished every moment that the orders
Presses buttons with one hand.
so he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something
Okay,
very
more?
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to
It
give
took him a
his
full hour to get up and start looking
or
around.
even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Alright. I didn't know if the intro was finished yet. I didn't want to interrupt him. He seems like a nice guy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The meeting room. So I guess I'm supposed to go to the meeting room. I don't know exactly where that is. Okay. This office looks pretty similar to where I work. A lot of cubicles, some offices sprinkled in. A little bit more like jail than my office looks like. This kind of looks like an insane asylum a little bit like jail.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna trust him for now. We'll see. If the guy starts turning on me, I might start going rogue. But for now, I'm going to trust him. Let's look around. Another little office. Can I open any of these doors? Nope, it's all locked. What about this one? No, also locked. What about that one? No, also locked. Oh, is this the meeting room? This looks like the meeting room.
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So you made me come all the way here to this meeting room, and it was just him looking to see if people are here? Stanley, no one's here, buddy. The place is empty. Everyone either got murdered or I don't know what happened, but clearly nobody is here. We're going to go up to his boss's office, and no one's going to be there either. Let's see if this door is open. Hey, a door is open. A broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
So is that the narrator yelling at me like, hey, don't go in there, buddy? Get back on track. Hey, pay attention. Keep up. Did he say upstairs? I think he said upstairs.
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's what I thought. He interrupted me, but that's what I thought. So is it 2 floors up? Nope, that's locked. I'm going to keep going. Oh, this looks like a nice office. This boss must be big time. He's got a receptionist desk and everything. Wow, what an office!
Stepping into the manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I told you!
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer luck!
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where's the nearly opened passageway? Wow, some tall ceilings here. I mean, that's got to be like a 20-foot ceiling. You could play basketball in this place. I'm glad I luckily, I don't know. I'm glad I luckily hit the right pin number. Or else this game would have been boring. That would have been the end. I'm going to go here. Press. Okay, that worked. Ugh. This is getting creepy. I hope this doesn't turn into a horror game, because I'm not mentally prepared for a horror game right now.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
God forbid.
How did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
A little bit of foreshadowing by the narrator. I like this narrator. I kind of feel like he's a shady dude, but I like him. He reminds me of, I don't really know who he reminds me of.
Straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What kind of... Now, I have a quick question before I walk into this room with a really shady and weird name. What kind of business is Stanley working for? Does he even know? Does he just go to work every day not even knowing the company that he's working for? He just presses the buttons with one hand at his desk until his 5 o'clock time ends? Mind Control Facility? Alright, I don't know. Something weird is going on. Ooh, escape! Oh, man. Mind Control Facility, escape. Mind Control Facility, escape. Alright, I'm going to follow orders for now. So far, the narrator hasn't led me astray. But I might come back to that escape sooner or later. Oh. I thought I was about to fall. Alright, does someone work at this desk? Because this would be weird. Some kind of like octagonal formation here with a desk and a light bulb that I'm going to press.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Wow, I'm surrounded.
Did he have the strength to find out?
That's it? You're not going to give me anything else? Oh, there's another secret passageway. Ugh. So are these all, as the narrator said, television screens? Because they just seem like black tiles to me. But, you know, maybe that'll come back later in the game. Television screens. I could say that all day. Alright, where are we going? That looks like a microwave. That looks like an old school computer. And that also looks like an old school computer. Oh, another button. Ooh, this looks like a surveillance camera button.
Now
whoa.
The monitors jumped to life.
They are TVs.
Revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing. What is this place? I really hope the office that I work at doesn't have this room monitoring me. That is creepy. That's creepy as hell. Employee number 426. Employee number 427. Who's watching this? So are the guys that are in this room like the executives? Do people just sit here watching all of the screens waiting for something to happen? Is this the way that I just came? I'm going to go this way because it's open. Wow, that's creepy. Another button. I will press it.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true.
No.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Is this narrator in on it? Maybe he's the one controlling Stanley's life? Alright, I don't know if it's because I know this game is like a mind-bending game, or if it's actually already starting to get to me, but my head is already starting to spin. My money, and I mean, I'm basically working with the only thing that I can. My money's on the narrator. The narrator is running this whole facility. It's all a sham. Oh, I hear a sound. Oh, now that's open. Which way do I go? Well, I came from that way. Let's continue on the path. Am I gonna go up?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
It's true, Stanley!
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I mean, what did the guy expect? He's sitting in front of a computer screen pressing buttons with one finger. Clearly something was going on. Clearly he was entering some sort of data. Stanley, you gotta keep up, man. The guy was just blindly working for his paycheck.
Proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
What?
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So this guy, for his whole life, has been sitting in front of a computer screen pressing buttons, and now all of a sudden he's taken it upon himself to tear the whole operation down. No one's here anyway, so he's probably doing nothing, but he's taking the whole operation down. Alright, it says mind control status offline. Can I press one of these buttons? No. Oh, it made a different sound. Oh, that was a different sound. But it's still offline. One thing that I will say, I hate when doors close behind me. That started in my Craven Manor series. It freaks the hell out of me. It gives me goosebumps. It scares the hell out of me. I know this isn't even really supposed to be a horror game, and I've got goosebumps already. Where do I go? Come on, narrator. Give me a clue. Mind control. Offline. Boop. Oh, that one doesn't make a sound. Ooh, is that another group of computer screens or TV screens, or is that just one big one? Oh, we got another button. 5. Yeah, I guess I gotta press it, right? Press. Nothing? Nothing. I'm gonna press it again. Maybe I have to press it 5 times. How many times did I press it? 3? 4? 5? That made a different sound. I'm going to press it 5 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to keep going. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I mean, I hate following all of the directions so far. Like, I kind of want to go rogue. Maybe I'll redo this whole game. I'll make a whole nother series doing all of the wrong decisions. Like when he said, I don't know, I guess don't go in the broom closet. Maybe I will. Now that he's saying basically turn this off, maybe I'll hit on. I'll do the escape room. But for now, I'm following directions. I'm going to turn it off, even though it's already off. Oh! I thought the game just shut off. I thought the game shut off right there.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Oh, it's beautiful!
His goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
Oh, it's beautiful!
where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all.
I want to talk, narrator. Shut up!
It was perhaps the only thing worth
This
it.
can't be real.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
This has to be a computer screen, right? I'm gonna run into a wall. I'm calling it! Wow.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Something's going on. Something is going on.
Was happy.
I mean, I hope that's not the end of the game. I guess it's not going to be a series. Achievement unlocked! Beat the game! I mean, there's no way that's the end of the game. Was that the end of the game? I am so confused. Guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. I am going to make another episode. I don't know if I beat the game or not, but in episode 2, you will find out, and so will I. I don't know. Maybe I just have to play different routes of the game. Maybe that was actually it. But I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the Stanley Parable. If you did, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. And as always, beyond the Stanley Parable, if you guys have any suggestions for games that you think would be fun to watch me play, suggest them in the comments below. I would love to play the game that you suggest. I can almost guarantee you, if you comment, I will play the game. I will see you all in part 2 of the Stanley Parable.